Hello and welcome back to another episode of Midnight Minecraft. Today we are going to be taking another crack at the castle. I've spent my morning doing a fair amount of resource gathering, so we have some more tough blocks on hand to get back to building the walls of the castle. We left off with having this courtyard area that's going to be turned into a let's do that for now. Does that? Oh wow, this does all the things. Okay, interesting. So there's a few more blocks you could make in theory. Today's objective, I believe, is going to be figuring out the placement of the tower, so that way I could start working on it. This is going to be the wizard tower I keep discussing, and I think the best spot to put it is either going to be freestanding over here, or to put it over here. I do like the idea of having a balcony or a walkway of some kind linking up to a tower over here. I think this would be a good spot. The fact that it's a freestanding design would give me some creative freedom with how I want to design it. Over here I really don't think would be a good spot for it, and the only other good spot for it would be over here, but I don't think I would have a lot of space to pull it off otherwise. So I think we're going to design a circle over here, and that I probably want it to be centered around here. Yeah, I am going to make a chest real quick and put these building supplies in here. I'm gonna hold on to those. And I'm gonna go get a lot of cobblestone so that way I can build up this tower, because that is sort of the design we're going for here. I might incorporate the deep slate into it. I don't think there's any room for the tough blocks, but I think I should be able to incorporate the cobbled deep slate in addition to the cobblestone, I also need to decide how the interior is going to work, because I do actually have a thought for how I want to do the interior, because this is the wizard tower I keep talking about. This building is the entire reason why this castle is being built at all, because it is meant to let's do this as a thought. 1, 2, 3. I'm already a block off. Let's go up 3 blocks. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here, and I know it's not super original or creative, but I like the idea of starting out with this more dirty looking deep slate palette, because in theory it's going to have a natural rise and fall in how it is designed. Like, just to now, you might be wondering, why am I building it like this? Because we have 5 wide, then we go to 2 singulars. Like, as far as round buildings go, this isn't super round. And you would be making a very good point. And I'd even go so far as to say that almost by default, if this is going to be, like, if the deep slate is only 3 blocks tall, the shortest side, the cobblestone, is going to have to be at least 6 tall, if not more than that, in order to make the gradient seem reasonable in any way. Like, this is the point where the shortest side of this tower is being doubled in height, where the cobblestone matches the height of the deep slate. So now I get to think about the next immediate problem with building this, which is I didn't incorporate a plan to get down. I think we're starting to get a sense for, like, this thing's gonna be massive in its own right. If we run over here, we're gonna see real quick that this thing is just huge. It is absolutely, unfortunately, a cobble monster. at the moment. So I'm gonna have to find ways to incorporate detail into it between the deep slate might have to be taller. I might have to try and incorporate... I don't really have a lot of access to sand, but sandstone could be a good block to incorporate to break it up. Because that would offer a different color palette into there. I should incorporate some wood. So getting oak wood would be helpful. So yeah, I'll grab... Let's get some oak wood, some ladders, some more cobblestone. I'll grab some more stairs and more of the cobblestone walls. I am also going to have to think about how I want to design the roof of this building. Red might be too bright, but I do also want to incorporate red carpet into the build. I don't necessarily want to use brown wool because I think that would just look very similar to, like, at that point just use oak wood and call it a day. Like, let's look over there. This is now twice the height of that. So this is sort of the lowest point at which I think it would be reasonable to start assembling the roof, but then it, like, I think I should go for 3 more. I am gonna have to figure out what to do with the interior, and spruce wood is a central part of the interior design that I have thought out. Okay, and if let's just go down here real quick and run over to the spruce wood supply over here. Okay, so let's think about this. Let's do it this way. Let's go here real quick. And this dandelion is the exact center of the build. And now we're at level with this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We have that. Okay, so this is the height. I want the floor to be at. This central point right here is where the enchanting table is going to go. So I feel pretty comfortable with the idea of putting windows here, 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 and here. And if anything, this is making me want to make this taller. I already think that this is a pretty tall building as it is. And the idea of making it taller does not bring me joy. Because I don't really know what I would do at this point if I was to make it taller. Like, I know that I would want to find the center point of the build and try to design the roof. How would I want to go about doing that? Because I also need to figure out a way to incorporate a staircase into here. That is something I absolutely must do. And I need to find a way to incorporate this castle structure into this tower, because the idea is that this castle, as it continues, is going to be a newer structure than the wizard tower. The wizard tower by design is meant to be old and decrepit, and this is meant to be a newer, more pristine building that might, you know, it is a decorative build. It is meant to sort of just be here. It has no real function. This being where the enchanting table lives, ultimately, this is where the functionality of the castle comes into play. And one thing I need to figure out how to do is how to link up this structure. Okay, let's start from here. Now you have an entrance. And potentially a floor. Okay. For better or worse, I have now cornered myself into this point of needing to figure out how to make this building make sense. This is also a very long episode at this point, because part of me was really hoping that I could just hammer this out in a single episode. Clearly that has not happened, and I do need to do the editing on this to get this episode out by 3 o'clock today. So yeah, I built a cobble monster. It's a work in progress. It's gonna be taller. Gonna figure out what to do about the roof. I'm gonna figure out what to do with the interior. These are all questions that I will be working on and answering tomorrow, because importantly, once I figure out the height of this tower, that's going to help me figure out the height of this castle structure, and the other tower that's going to be a part of it, because I intentionally want this tower to be taller than the castle. And I am now realizing it's incredibly unfortunate that I have this big round structure relatively close to a barn. So it's going to look like a silo. What I'm learning here is one should plan out their builds in advance. It's a good thought. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye-bye.